Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, we had some windstorms here. Well, it's been a week ago now. And I wound up lending out 3 generators. And 2 of them were just these little guys. And this one went to my mother-in-law's. And it run her freezer and refrigerator with no effort at all. And I just got it back. And I know from playing with these myself that they work pretty well. Some people hate them, some people love them. They're pretty good for what you pay for them if you take care of them. The only one I ever had trouble with was one I bought new, and the breaker went bad in it. All the other ones I've got, I paid like 10 or 15 bucks for them, and usually the pull starter was the bad part. And I was able to make some new parts for most of them. But anyways, I kind of like to experiment on them. So I know they run pretty hot, or it seems like they do. As far as the generator goes, you usually can't touch this end piece. So, and the air blows out right here, which I'm assuming is to blow air across the muffler too. But it's all concentrated going out that way, and it's sort of blocked off too. So, and I've had these castings off before, and they're not real thick. They're pretty thin and fragile, because quite often you'll see the legs broken off if they get treated roughly. So what I want to do is I want to put a series of holes around this outside edge, because a lot of your other generators have ventilation all the way around. I'm not going to put any up here because I don't want any hot air blowing up into here. And if I keep it outside of this plastic area, it won't be blowing back into this area. So I'm going to make some markings on here, and I'm going to pull this end bell off, and I'm going to drill some holes. See if it makes a difference. You can't hurt anything unless it weakens the casting too much. So I'm going to get started on that. I think I got to take the bolt out in here. Yeah, right here. Not sure if I have to take the whole thing off or not. And the gas tank's going to have to be loosened. You know what? I have a parts tray. Where are you? There you are. I might as well take them off. Get it out of the way. There. Alright, let's see. We got a ground wire right here. Bunch of star washers. I think I'll put all that back in place. Okay, now we got 4 bolts that hold the end cap on and hold the fuel coil and everything in place. So I think I'm going to have to take this. Only 2 more nuts, so not a big deal. See how easy they are to work on though? That was surprisingly not tight. Yeah, I thought there was 4 bolts. I guess there's only 3. Something I was going to do that I didn't. I'll just set this back in place. Just going to mark where this plastic goes with a pencil. That way I'll know where not to put my holes. There. Okay, where was I? Okay. Now, this muffler gonna have to take the muffler off too, because there's a piece that sticks out in front of this bolt. Won't let me take that off, so it's been a while since I had one of them off. I think there's a couple bolts that go up through from the bottom, so let me get that taken care of and I'll be back. Okay, less than a minute later, it's off. I forgot how easy it was. It's just 2 bolts and it's slotted, so. Okay, so now we should be ready to pop this thing off of there. Get a little block of wood or something to set underneath there, because this end casting also has the 2 back legs. You know, get a little hammer to tap on it with. Here's a little piece of 2x4. Gas tank. Don't go away. Okay. Now, there we go. This ball bearing has a little like roll pin in it that goes in a little slot there to keep it from spinning. And our holes are going to go right around there. And the guy probably could drill them without pulling this off, but I couldn't remember for sure because the only thing that's there is the fan. Hopefully there'll be enough pressure in there because we're actually going to be on the back side of the fan. I guess going out the bottom I could, yeah, you got pretty much that in the way. I could get a few along the bottom here probably. So I'm going to go ahead and get these marked out where I'm going to put them, try to make them even and neat, and get them in, and I'll be back. Okay, got the holes all laid out, center punched each one. Kind of hard to see, so I took a Sharpie and put a dot on each one of the center punch marks. Wound up with 26 of them. I put a double row here on the bottom. And I got about part way through there, and my automatic center punch quit working. I mean, it doesn't just sort of not work once in a while, it just quit and wouldn't work anymore. And I pulled it apart. There's not much to them. Couldn't see much of anything wrong. But I finally discovered that this piece that does the hammering was mushroomed out a little bit right there. So I took it over on the belt sander and just real lightly took that mushroom off there and put her back together, and now she's good again. So if you got one of these and they quit, it might be all you need to do. Just thought I'd let you in on that. So I'm going to go get some holes drilled. These are pilot holes, just because it's a lot easier to hit the center punch mark. The final hole will be 1/4 inch, and they're 1/2 inch apart, so I don't know if I mentioned that before. Okay, got the 1/4 inch holes all done. This is the bottom, double row. That's up along the side. And used them new drill bits again, and there's no burr on the inside at all. So we don't have any T-bar. Okay, had to replace the battery. She died. So the next job is put her all back together. I guess you guys don't need to see that. It's just the opposite of what we did taking it apart. Shouldn't take only a few minutes if everything goes right. So we'll get her back together and fire her up and see what kind of airflow we get. Okay, got the little guy fired up, and I feel pretty good amount of air coming out with these two holes, and there's still air coming out over here. So I'm gonna load her up to full load. We'll see. Let her run for a while. See how hot she gets. Let's see, let's go with this one. And 4.5. There's 8 amps, what, 104, 105 volts, so that's full 800 watts or a little more, so I'll let that run for a while, see how hot she gets. Okay, it's been about probably 4 minutes. Been about 15 minutes or a little more running at full load. Before I couldn't put my hand on that. I can hold it right on there now. That's made a big improvement. Let it run for a minute or so. Cool off. My son called and his electric's out again. He didn't bring the generator back yet, so I guess it was a good thing. So I got 5 more of these. I could do that too. I'm a glutton, aren't I? Let that run a little bit more and see how much the temperature drops on that back cover. Didn't take long to do that. It was pretty easy. Of course, the generator's in good shape, so it'll come apart easily. If you had one that was a little rusty and had to fight with it, it might take a little longer, but easy project, and I think it'll make the life of these longer. parts are usually not a problem, but yeah, that's been, I don't know, maybe a minute. Pretty warm out today. I think it said it was supposed to be like close to 80. It's not there yet, but it's got to be 75, 76. So, well, this might be something if you have one of these that you might like to do to it to improve its longevity. If you enjoyed this one, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. See you next time. Hey guys, the video isn't over yet. You won't believe this. While I was working on this video to get it uploaded, the electric went off. And that was about 5 hours ago. So I decided to do another one, thinking the electric would be back on shortly, but it wasn't. So I got the second one done, and it's been running for, it's close to 4 hours now, with my garage plugged into it. And I've got my inverter generator running the house. So this is the second one I did. That's after that length of time. It's still running that cool. So I guess I give it a real life test. So now the video is over. Thanks for watching.